Okay, so this is my presentation on the history of me by me. Oh, hello? Oh, too far. Okay, so in 2004, this is 4 years before I'm born, and my parents moved to Dallas, and that was a big deal because, well, it was just a big deal moving for them, and they moved from Miami for, like, my mom's job, and Dallas was actually where I was born, so yeah. And in 2008, Obama was also elected, which, was a really big deal because he was, like, the first black president, and my parents liked him, and I think he had a really big impact on my life, I think, especially with, like, the healthcare stuff. And so, on February 11th in 2008, I was born, and so was my brother. So yeah, here's a picture of Obama. Love him. And so in 2013, 5 years later, I started kindergarten. And this is a little picture of me and my brother on our first day of kindergarten. Yeah, I mean, that was a really big moment in my life because, starting actual school, starting elementary school, that's like a big deal. And then 4 years later, Hurricane Harvey happened, and that had like a super big impact on my life because we had family friends that had to stay with us. We had like my mom had to park her car, and like it was pretty scary, and the whole aftermath of it, I think, really affected me too. And also, the way it like delayed 4th grade by like 3 weeks, I feel like that, yeah. So, too far. Okay. So in 2019, I was accepted into Emory, which I was super excited about because that was one of the only schools I got into. So, yeah, and it's obviously made a big impact on my life because I'm still here, and yeah, and it's like how I met all of my current friends. And then in 2019, the pandemic started, which was a lot. Yeah, that had a really lasting effect on my life too. I think it really has a lasting effect on everyone's life because we like view things differently now. Like, whenever someone like coughs or something, or like just like sanitation wise, I feel like it has really changed like maybe like the little things. But yeah. And then in 2022, I graduated middle school, super pumped about that. And this is a picture from our graduation. This is me, my brother, my dad, my mom, and then some relatives that also live here. And my personal artifact was my boarding ticket, my boarding pass from the Washington, D.C. trip. And it was actually one of like the first big trips my class went on together, and I think that was like really important, and I think it really brought us all closer together, especially towards the end of the year. And it was a really fun trip to be on, and it was like nothing I'd ever really done before, and it was really cool to like get to talk with our teachers outside of like an educational setting, and just to be in a different place and see all these amazing museums. And yeah, so that's the history of me.